the Veterans for Peace national website, updated on January 2013, the national resolutions, it lists civil disobedience. Be it resolved that Veterans for Peace hereby declares that in the tradition of Henry David Thoreau protesting taxation for the Mexican War of 1848, and in the tradition of another great American, Martin Luther King Jr., protesting racism and the Vietnam War, Veterans for Peace recognizes the value of nonviolent civil disobedience as a necessary part of the struggle for justice and peace in these desperate times, understanding that there may be a high price to pay by individuals who act. July 11th, 2013, and Adam Kokesh is still imprisoned for committing an act of civil disobedience by loading a gun in Washington, D.C. Now, I'm not someone who advocates doing things like that. I've owned a gun in the past. I've had a license. I've done plenty of target shooting with my uncle, my best uncle. He was a Marine and an Army veteran. He passed away. And if he were alive right now, there would be a revolution. I just know it. Know it for a fact. So, I don't know, I kind of lived through him, and I kind of think to myself, what would he want me to do? What would he want me to say? How would he want us to react? And this is one of the things that I think that he would want me to do as a Constitution-loving American. He fought in the Vietnam War. He was against it. Near the end, he told us stories, and I'll never, ever support a war, any war. And I've, told my children I would like it if they did not join the military. Anything but that. In 2008, when the writers went on strike, and we had a great big disaster. This used to be full of houses. Now there's nothing. I quit taking cable, and I discovered YouTube. So when the disaster happened, the police wouldn't let us back in our houses for 10 days, and they even had people at gunpoint. So we understand the police state here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Our Constitution has been violated over and over and over in this city. So the first time I ever saw a video of Adam Kokesh, it was him speaking at a rally. It was an anti-war speech, and he was an Iraqi veteran against the war, and I really liked it. And I was warned, he's a shill, he's a fake. And I thought about it, and I looked at some videos, and I was suspect, at first. And then I started listening to Adam versus the Man podcasts. And if he's a paid shill, well then I'm enjoying it, because this is news that I can relate to. It's real. It's not sugar-coated. I want my podcast back. I really like the girls, though. They do a great job. But I would like it if they covered more news, like Adam, and keep us updated on his situation, but also keep us updated on the current events, because some of us don't watch Fox News or MSNBC because we've discovered the internet and we no longer subscribe to the mainstream media. Another thing is, I don't really like that the mainstream media is painting Adam as a pro-gun advocate. He is a pro-gun advocate, but he's also very pro-peace. And I would not listen to somebody 5 days a week if they were pro-war. There's just no way. And when I mean pro-peace, he's pro-peace all the way around. Adam Kokesh called on everybody to do this march in Washington, D.C., armed peaceful march. And there was a lot of controversy and a lot of debate. Tensions were formed, enemies, friends were made. It was crazy. I still do not hear the end of it from some people. And You know, although I didn't support the armed march on Washington, D.C., I did practice civil disobedience on July 4th. For 9.5 hours, I protested, and my feet hurt so bad that when I walked across the street over here to look at the fireworks on nubs, it felt like, and still didn't see the fireworks because the trees were in the way. Yeah, I was not happy, but I was satisfied because I did my part and I practiced civil disobedience, and it felt good. A veteran who fought for his freedom has no freedom. His house was raided. They threw bomb grenades in, and they sent masked stormtroopers with guns, surrounded the house, and then they kicked Adam when he asked to go to the bathroom. You know, these are the people that swore an oath to the Constitution and who are supposed to be protecting the citizens of these United States. Instead, they're running around and abusing them, doing cavity searches on the side of the road, women, and in some cases, fingering them with the same glove. This is disgusting. These people are out of control. They're like a cult. They're like a cult, like a gang, and they're not like us. They're in a world of their own. They have a whole other standard. Look at Branstad. He could go 90 miles per hour, but who cares? And the one good cop, he gets suspended? Give me a break. This is bad. So, 5 days goes by, and all of a sudden they're kicking this guy's door in, you know, scaring the heck out of everybody in the house. What do they think's going on there? He's showing us that really the government doesn't care about our soldiers. They don't care about our veterans. What it really is it's these rich people. The whole world is their playground, and you know, they don't want to send their kids to war, so hey, let's give these poor kids jobs. Oh shoot, they figured out that our money was fake. Now we've got to cut their school benefits, and we got to cut their breakfast, and you know, we got to cut these benefits and cut those benefits. When our president just keeps on going on vacation. I just don't get it. Why are people not outraged? Alright, so who's the victim? I want to know. Who is the victim? Name one victim. In my eyes, Adam's the victim. I want to know, how much did this cost the taxpayers to go down, break this guy's door down and steal his things and disturb his papers without even showing a warrant? They barged in without showing a warrant. They didn't even have the decency to do that. They wanted to terrorize him, and they wanted to terrorize him good, because that's what they are. They're terrorists. Why was the media there? Why were they informed before the raid? Aren't they usually informed like after the raid so that it doesn't compromise the investigation? You know, what is going on here? Why is law enforcement in Virginia and Washington enforcing unconstitutional laws? I will always defend the Constitution. It is a timeless document, and the only reason people think it's outdated is because it hasn't been used, and it hasn't been used in a good long time. So there's some really upset people out here, and I bet ya these kind of things are just not gonna take place in this world without a fight from lots of people. So since I was told that I probably won't get to talk to a lawmaker because I don't live in the state of Virginia, well, the whole world is watching, and I'm watching right here from first in the nation state, Iowa, and I'm gonna have an issue with anybody who tries to run for president who would lock people up, especially veterans who have fought for their freedom, for lock them up for expressing the freedom that they fought for. It is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. I appreciate the act that Adam Kokesh did, even though I didn't support it. I still appreciate him standing up for what he believes to be right and his constitutional rights that he fought for. And just keep up the good fight, and we'll just keep on going here.